Well, I just want to mention that my main um, YouTube channel, I've been temporarily prevented from doing live streams. So I'm doing the live stream on an alternative channel for now. And I'm also doing the live stream on Rumble. Rumble is the main station, really, because Rumble is the one place where they can't really censor me, given the fact that I pay for it. Unable to live stream to the customer service, why not? Let's see, we're having an issue here with Zoom, I guess. Zoom. Well, let me just see if I can figure this one out. Doesn't look like, well, let me just see. Are we live streaming on Rumble? I don't think so. No? Oh, well, there we are. Yep, we are live streaming on Rumble. Great. So we're on board on Rumble. I don't see it coming up on the YouTube channel. So let me just see why not. Let me go to here and see if that's a problem. I don't think it should be. It says that I'm live streaming. Well, we'll see what happens. Oh yeah, I guess I am. There we go. All right, so we're happening. This is great. And I am very happy to mention, and I'm very proud to mention, why not, that my new book is now available as an ebook. The soft cover will be available in a few days. I'm having a couple of technical problems getting that together. But so I'm pleased to mention that the new book is The Biden Coup: The Socio-Political Effects of an Illegitimate Regime. Let me just read the blurb. It's time for a national conversation about the election of 2020. I think it's long overdue. Here I am, Boston radio host, podcaster, author Charles Moskowitz notes that today, over a year after the 2020 election, an average of 60% of Republicans polled continue to believe that the 2020 election was stolen from President Donald Trump. Drawing from a February 4th, 2021 Time magazine article, The Secret History of the Shadow Campaign That Saved the 2020 Election, Moskowitz makes the case that indeed the election was stolen and that, in the interest of uniting the country, Americans must conduct a respectful national conversation and debate on this vital topic. After all, notes Moskowitz, there is nothing more important to the survival of our democracy than a free and fair election, which is the glory of our republic. In The Biden Coup: The Socio-Political Effects of an Illegitimate Regime, sociology student Charles Moskowitz, yours truly, effects of the pandemic leading up to the election and the so-called January 6th insurrection, so-called, because that's like a communist word anyway. Elaborating on what Trump advisor Stephen K. Bannon called the administrative state, which is sort of the cornerstone of my thesis, Moskowitz presents his theories on the origin and nature of the MAGA movement and Trump derangement. So the book is up. The book is available. You can check it out on Amazon Books. Just go to Amazon Books, put my name in the server, Charles Moskowitz, or put in the name The Biden Coup: The Socio-Political Effects of an Illegitimate Regime, and you will be able to see the book and you can order the book. I also am starting to roll out a media campaign. I'm doing it carefully and with a good deal of thought. I'm not just blasting it out. But right now I have an article about it with links published on Medium, and also an article published on my locals page, which is part of Rumble. So I'm looking forward to rolling out the book. I'm looking forward to engaging in debate and discourse and conversation, because, again, I think this is probably the penultimate and important issue in importance right now facing this country. Because if we don't get this right and we don't figure out what happened on November 3rd of 2020, then we're never going to have freedom going forward. We have to reassert and reassume sovereignty over our government. Our government is there to serve us, and we have to have trust in that government. So I'm going to leave that right there. I don't want to get in any more trouble than I'm already in. Even the name of this book is getting me in trouble. I'm afraid that I'm amazed that I've been able to even get it put out there at all, quite frankly. And I am having trouble getting up the soft cover. I don't even know if I'll get that done. But the book is now live, and it is now happening as an ebook. So once again, The Biden Coup, available at Amazon Books. Now, I'm not going to stay long. I just wanted to just come up and do a couple of quick, brief bits of commentary here. But while I'm here, you can text me on TikTok, where I'm live, or on YouTube, where I'm live under Charles Moskowitz, or on Rumble, where I'm live. Or you can call in. See, I can do everything on this show. 617-396-4958 is the number. 617-396-4958. I'm getting comments on TikTok. I love the poorly educated. I don't know if you're talking about me or if you're talking about the MAGA people, but isn't that the oldest smear of all? That anybody that doesn't genuflect to the left is somehow stupid and uneducated? Really? That's the 75 million people that voted for Trump. They all stupid. Everybody's just dumb. We're not properly educated. Well, look, if you use the term educated in the communistic context, it means you're not properly conditioned. There's a difference between educated as in conditioned, or genuinely educated as in having the faculty to be able to learn and have common sense and know what you know, and have an ability to look within and understand who you are and the world that you're in. And that's not an easy thing to do, but that's something that I often find people can do who aren't the quote unquote educators, haven't gotten to them yet. All right. I want to touch briefly on the big news of the day, which is the fact that Roe versus Wade appears to be dead. It appears that the Supreme Court will be issuing a decision on it sometime toward the end of next month, they say, maybe early July. That the text of that decision was leaked, according to Professor Alan Dershowitz, by some liberal clerk who thought that by leaking the text, they could maybe stop the inevitable, maybe force the hand of some of the justices by going public with what has always been a deliberative element of the judiciary, which is the inner workings of a decision. I think it's horrendous that this has happened, because it could put pressure on the justices to make decisions that they might not otherwise have made due to public pressure, because after all, They are influenced by the public. And I think that the liberals and the left think that they are going to get political benefits from it. It says here, Surfer, the Supreme Court leak was coordinated. Yeah, I've heard this. According to True the Vote, they feel that it was coordinated to take attention away from the release of Dinesh D'Souza's movie 2000 Mules, which irrefutably proves, you know what? I don't even want to say it because I'm on YouTube right now, but it proves what we've been saying about the events of November 3rd. Anybody who sees that movie is going to see hard evidence, all right? I'm not going to say more, just check out that movie, 2000 Mules, Dinesh D'Souza, check it out. The other theory that I've heard is that Planned Parenthood apparently released $150 million yesterday, the day before the release, or even the day that's almost timed to the release, to states to try to save the Democratic Party. I guess that they think that this is going to be a big campaign issue. I don't think it's going to work for them. I think it's going to backfire. First of all, if they hadn't released it, it was going to come out again sometime toward the end of June, early July, which is several months before the election.
First of all, it was going to come
out. And I think that I keep hearing this figure that 2/3 of Americans are pro-choice on abortion. All right. Now, I think that that needs to be looked at with a little bit of nuance. And again, I'm not staying on long today. I just want to make a few brief comments. I think that, yeah, it is true. 2/3 of Americans want to make sure that abortion is legal, and including myself. I'm not going to deny that. My family members, the women in my family, have made it very, very clear to me in no uncertain terms that a woman has to ultimately have the right to have an abortion. And I understand that, even though I personally am against it, and I believe it's barbaric and heinous and murderous. But I understand it. And I think that the fact that 2/3 of Americans, according to these polls, are pro-choice, I think that I just want to touch on the nuance of that a little bit here. First of all, of that figure, only a very small percentage are like hardcore, abortion on demand, leftists who believe
figure.
That.
Only a very small percentage.
Okay, here, let me just catch that.
Are like hardcore, abortion on demand. Who believe figure.
Leftists. Excuse my technical problems here.
Who believe figure.
All right, let me just.
Only a very small percentage.
Okay, let me just catch that.
Are like hard.
All right. Most people fall a little bit in the direction of seeing some regulation. I mean, the heartbeat laws, for example, in Texas and I believe Oklahoma now, which are supported by a large percentage of people who are pro-choice. That is that they oppose abortion up to 6 weeks after conception, because after that period, you can hear the heartbeat of the baby. There are many other nuances as well. So within the so-called pro-choice community, there's a wide range of nuance. And I would also note that abortion itself has dropped substantially in this country over the past 10 years. Abortion clinics have gone out of business. There used to be about 2,000 of them. Now there's only about 500. And that I think younger people are moving away from it. And I think that the whole rotten industry is in trouble. So while people remain of the opinion that abortion has to be legal, there's a lot more nuance to it. And in a sense, the text of the ruling, as that may be ultimately agreed upon and proposed by the Supreme Court, written by Justice Samuel Alito, is more akin to where most Americans are, because first of all, it does not ban abortion, unlike what these hysterical leftists are saying. Oh, you get Elizabeth Warren. Oh, she's shaking with rage. Women are going to be dying. No. It doesn't do anything of the kind. Basically, what it does is something that is democratic, which is what the left always says they support. And that is that it returns the right and the ability to make abortion laws back to the states where it belongs. In other words, back to the people who elect state representatives who then craft laws regarding abortion. And I think that, therefore, it's a fulfillment of what President Trump was all about and what his inauguration stated, which is that he's against the big government controllers, whether they be Democratic or Republican, and his election signaled a return of sovereignty, a return of rights to the people. So when you basically say that the federal government is no longer going to mandate and regulate something like abortion, you are returning that ability back to the states, which then elect representatives to craft those laws based upon your values. And I predict that that is in line with what most people want, and that the states will, in fact, craft laws that reflect the interests and the will of the people of those respective states. That's how democracy works, whether people like it or not. And the left likes to crow about democracy. Well, that's what this is. This isn't a big mandate coming on from the federal government on high. This is a return of the ability to regulate something like this. I mean, states already regulate things like the death penalty. They already regulate a lot of areas, particularly in social areas, because that's where people live. That's where you have sovereignty. You have the ability to elect local representatives and senators. You can run for those offices, by the way, and win. And that's where, the laws directly affect you. I think it was Tip O'Neill who said all politics is local, and I believe that. So anyway, I think I'm going to leave it there. I'm pleased that I'm able to do the live stream still on YouTube, even though I'm doing it on my alternative YouTube station for now, because my main station, I've been given a strike. And I would urge people to sign up to my Rumble station, because Rumble is where I'm not censored at all, where everything happens, and where I really can do whatever the hell I want. So it's Charles Moskowitz Live on Rumble. And also, if you would, sign up for my alternative YouTube station, which is just Charles Moskowitz. And I want to once again mention that I am in the process of rolling out my new book. It is now available at Amazon Books. The Biden Coup, the Socio-Political Effects of an Illegitimate Regime. It is now available at Kindle. In fact, I think if you go to there now, you can get it for free. I'm looking at it right now. It says 0. So I think like they usually give away the first, 50 copies for free. So check it out. The softcover should be up any day. Again, The Biden Coup, the Socio-Political Effects of an Illegitimate Regime, is available at Amazon Books under my name, Charles Moskowitz. I want to thank you for listening, everyone. God bless all of you. God bless this great country. Good night, everybody.